pop it right into the base of your spine, really stuff it in that lower part of your back. And then you want to tuck your tailbone under. So you can feel your sitting bones and you've got a little tuck of your tailbone. You can keep hold of the back of the legs here if it feels more comfortable. Draw the belly button in. So we want to find that zip up from the lower abdominals all the way up. Once you find your set position, you're going to lift one arm and then see if you can float it all the way out and down towards the floor before it regains the back of the thigh. If this feels good, you don't need to hold on to the back of the leg. You can just float it forward from here. So slowly float the arm up, slowly bring it around. Keep wrapping the tummy muscles in from this position, and the ball is just there to give us a little bit of extra support in that lumbar spine. Nice and slow and controlled. Let's get 10 seconds more. Notice whether your knees are jiggling around. Just got a little bit of a wobble on my left knee there. I'm trying to keep everything nice and still. And by drawing my belly button in and up, you might have even noticed a bit of a change there on the video. You'll notice you get a bit more control, which is what we're looking for here. Make this the last one on this side. Nice. And then we're going to float slightly forward just to reset. And then tuck your tailbone under again, and we find that new set start position. So if it feels a bit awkward, this is a bit awkward for me on the ball there, you might just need to wiggle around and find that sweet spot. So it shouldn't hurt your lower back. That is critical. So tuck your tailbone under, find your start position. That's way better. Just a slight adjustment of the ball for me. And then we're going to float the arm up this time, just trying to keep the body in the same position. Now, at first, when you lift the arm, you might not feel a massive amount. And then when the arm comes all the way up, you'll really notice a difference. Again, if it feels good, you want to make it harder, then go for both arms at the same time. You will notice a difference. I mean, you can hear a difference in my voice. I'm really pulling my belly button down and in. There we go. And then we're going to open the arms out to the side. Again, start with just one, opening out to the side. And if it feels good doing one arm, i.e. it's not too hard, then by all means, try for both arms together. Nice. Good. As long as you're breathing nice and steady, you don't have to time it too much with your breath if that throws you off. A lot to think about with the arm movements. Air traffic control, eh? Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Come all the way up. Ball forward. We're going to use it for an assisted roll down. It's just there for a bit of an accessory. Tuck your chin under. Slowly start to roll down through the abs. Reach the hands all the way back over the head. Take a breath in when it's in line with the shoulders, and then either use momentum or slowly curl up around through the spine and reach down towards your foot. We're just doing one more like that as a way of getting to the ground. Tuck your tailbone under slowly. Roll through the spine, notch by notch. Head comes back over your head. The most strict version is keeping them in line with your shoulders. Oh, that was a hard one. Tired today. Big reach forward, and then let's use that roll down to get all the way down to the mat for the final time. Good. And then once you're in your lying position from here, you're going to hug your knees in towards your chest, bring the ball in between your heels, frog legs. I love these. If you come to my class, you will know. Knees in, hands come nice and wide from here. Draw your belly button down and in, light imprint on the floor. Breath in at the bottom. Exhale long. Inhale in. Exhale long. Inhale in. Now, if this feels good, the lower you send the legs, the harder it's going to be. Just make sure that you keep that imprint of your spine along the floor. The other thing that you can do is really try and squeeze the ball in between your heels to get your adductors, so your inner thighs, and also probably a bit more in your lower abdominals as well. Nice. Make this your last one like that. And then you're going to bring the hands around the back of the head when the knees are in. Hold the hands in a basket, so you're actually holding your head. Breath in at the bottom. Exhale, lift and crunch. Same move. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and crunch. Same move. Two more. Last one. Nice. Sorry, sniffling. We're going to come into a tabletop position. Bring your right hand onto the ball and push it against the left knee. Left hand's going to come up towards the ceiling. Flex the feet. Draw the tummy button down and in. Slowly start to tap one heel down towards the floor and then bring it all the way up. If that feels good, push into the ball as much as humanly possible. So really crushing it. You can hear the change in my voice when I'm pushing the ball there is much harder. So the more contact you can get between the knee and the hand, the harder it's going to be. Just get 3 more on this side. Nice and slow. Oh, you're getting all the sound effects. I'm even on vibrate today. Last one like that. Keep drawing the rib cage down. Excellent. We're going to go straight to the other side. So left hand or forearm, you'll notice me use so that my arms are not crumpled up. Right fingertips towards the ceiling. Press into the ball and into the knee. Slowly send that heel down towards the ground. Now I say towards the ground because maybe the ground isn't the best for you. If you feel it go into your back, just because I say it's working your core, it is working your back if you can feel it in your back. It's really important to modify. So maybe the slightly shorter range or technically easier option is actually harder on your tummy muscles. Please take that version. Be much better for you in the long run, speaking from experience. Keep pushing the knee into the ball. Last one like that. Nice. And then we're going to come straight into a side lying position. Doesn't matter which because we're going to do both sides. And then you want to start with your elbow and your knee in line and then that top foot. So we're going half side plank. I like a half side plank from here. Now, once you come up, draw your tummy button in and look forward. So once you know everything's in line, then you can come forward. Ball's just here for a bit of an accessory today. Relax your grip. If you just automatically come like that, you can hold it in this position. Take a breath in, and then when you exhale, just lift slightly higher. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, lift slightly higher into those obliques. Nice, and then make that your last one like that. Just come into a conventional side plank position here, and you're going to lift that top leg. If the top leg here up feels okay, you're going to start to extend that arm long above the head, and then bring it all the way down. Good, just 5 reps. 2, long above the head, all the way down. Nice. 3, long through that leg. Whee! Keep pulling the belly button in. 4. Nice. 5. Good stuff. And then you're going to come all the way onto your front. Bring the ball in between your knees. Hands are going to plant onto the floor, so we're in a 4-point position. Tuck the back toes under, take a breath in to prepare. Exhale, set that position. So really wrap the belly button up and in, core engaged. Take a small lift. Slowly tap the outside of the knee down towards the middle of the mat. And then slowly tap the outside of the other knee down towards the middle of the mat. Now we want to exhale as we rotate. And if you feel it hurts your back, just shove your knees in a little bit closer towards you, and that'll make it a bit more comfortable. If the feet are really far away, that's when it tends to put quite a bit of load here. So just make sure that they're not too far away when you rotate. 10 seconds, I haven't forgotten about you. Exhaling to twist and rotate. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then we're going to the opposite side plank. So we did the same side as me, you're now on your right. Elbow, knee, foot, all in line. Ball comes up towards the ceiling. Breath in here. Exhale, lift. Inhale back to center. So small lifts out of the waist. It really wants to come from the muscles in your waist, possibly a little bit in your hip as well. And the chin is forward and the eyes are forward, so we're not rounding too much through the spine. Try not to grip too much onto the floor. You are strong enough. Good. And then come back to the center. Lift that top leg. So imagine there's a sheet of glass in front and behind you, and you wouldn't want to kick it forward or backwards, so you're in a nice long line. If that feels good, 5 above the head. Good. 3, 4, belly button in. Last one, 5. Great. And then you're going to come all the way down. Last move of the day. We are going to keep the ball with us. We're going to try and go for a bit of a hold. So the ball can either come in between your knees or your feet. I'd say knees is probably a little bit easier, but just go by how it feels. We're going to take a breath in, and then when we exhale, you're going to come up and long, and you're going to hold in this position for a count of 10. 9, shoulder blades off. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll go all the way down and in. Little micro rest. Let's do it 2 more times. Breath in. Exhale, lift. Now, every time I exhale, I'm really pulling down and in. This is all solid. It's 360 degrees. So not just the front of my tummy muscle, I'm thinking about pulling in the sides as well. See if you can squeeze the ball. 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. Have a little rock. We'll do that 1 more time. If you find it hurts your neck, you can hold the back of your head if you want to. Breath in here. Exhale, lift. All arms free. Your choice. Hands free. Good. Squeeze up. Lift shoulder blades a bit higher. Gap under the chin. 4, 3, 2, 1.